Hello, church, and welcome to the Midweek Pastor's Update for Wednesday, July 13th, 2021. Well, we didn't have one of these updates last week because I was with my family up in Klamath, California, right at just south of Crescent City. If you've been there, you know it was just amazing. And before I started this update this week, I was like, I'm not going to talk about the weather, how hot it is anymore. But man, up there, it was so nice to be in 57 to 63 degrees. Basically, that was the range. It was pretty sweet. About half the temperature that we're seeing now. But when I'm recording this, it's at a earlier hour, so thankful for that. But we had a wonderful trip, and I'm just really thankful for these times during the summer to get away with the family. Want to also say thank you to all of you who participated in this month's collection of food for the Rock Creek School, the families at Rock Creek School that we're collaborating with Auburn Presbyterian Church. It was just a wonderful event that we held this past just Monday. And we had several volunteers from the church show up to help distribute. We had lots of help, organizing and categorizing the food. It's just a great event, and we're not sure yet how the timing will work out for next month. We expect that this will be mostly every month, but since the summer school is over now, and it's all about the timing of the start of next year. Oh my gosh, I just said that. The start of school next year happens in mid-August for a lot of students, so I'll keep you posted on that. Keep watching these updates for more information. And, I talked to some of the folks who are coordinating this, and those lists that you get, and I'll have, I'll post those again as the time gets closer. But those are not meant to be exclusionary, in the sense that if you had other stuff that you want to donate that you think people could use, especially if it's going to be perishable, and outside of using it, it might get tossed. It won't go to waste. It'll be well used here. So we can talk more about that, but we may well be doing another food collection in August. In the meantime, I just want to share this picture with you of just the tables that we had full of food, and the number of volunteers that we had, both from First Congregational and Auburn Presbyterian. So thankful for all of that. A couple other things I want to note. In August, we're going to be starting up our Bible study again and our faith renewal group. I have not yet decided if we're going to do both of those in person yet. So any of you who watch this and are kind of wondering, be looking for an email in the next couple weeks that we'll send through the church office that will ask you where you are. If you're ready to meet in person. My preference would be to meet in person in a lot of ways, although I have to say the Zoom meetings have allowed for a level of participation, and then the recording quality is just high. It's excellent and good for people who might want to watch across the country or something like that. But my main concern is making it a quality experience for the folks that are more local. So be looking for an email asking kind of where you are, as opposed, when it comes to Zoom versus live meetings, whether for Bible study or for faith renewal. So those will be starting up again one way or another, mid-August, I would say, somewhere second and third week of August. And then the last thing I want to say is that we got another class starting up, which is just really cool. Our adult education group, which for most of the year, especially during regular years, non-COVID years, creates some Tuesday evening adult content, some studies, book studies, classes, all that kind of stuff. Well, they came up with a really wonderful opportunity starting in August as well. So you got a little time to think about this. It's called Spirituality in Nature Group, SING. And if you were in church last Sunday, you might have picked up a brochure, a little explanation sheet about it, but it looks really great. And if you haven't seen it yet, the bulletin or the brochures will still be available, in forthcoming weeks. But that'll be August 24th for the first time. at 6:30, and it's really just, I think, just an hour, 6:30 to 7:30, at least initially. And they're planning on meeting at the Mercy Center, which is just a beautiful property here in Auburn that if you've been there, you know, and if you haven't, you really should go. It's just got some beautiful prayer gardens, an incredible labyrinth, and just lots of space and quiet there. So I would highly recommend for many of you to consider this group, but be looking for the information for the spirituality and nature group next time you come to church. And I do hope you start coming to church, where I'm so pleased to see more and more of your faces every week. But I'm still looking forward to seeing more of you too. And so I hope you do come back. And of course, if you're not ready to yet, no problem. We'll still be doing this kind of, midweek, and then, recorded content on Sundays as well. So we'll try to meet you where you are, but it sure would be nice to see your faces, more of you coming back each week. But for the time being, that's all I have. So I hope you're all as well as can be, and know that your church is thinking of you and loves you. And until our paths cross again, may each one of you be held in the peace and in the love of Christ. Amen.